So my wife and I just returned from a trip to Japan, and the suitcase, which is in great condition except for a wheel, went out. And it is disintegrating. So I figured that most of these suitcases, regardless of the brand, the components are made in China. So I looked online, and sure enough, I found what looked to be a replacement wheel for this type of Timberland rolling suitcase on Amazon. And I will leave a link for that below. So please like and subscribe if you find this video informational. So let's take a look inside and see how we can get to this wheel. I looked online, and there were a number of sites showing how to fix certain wheels, and a lot of them were talking about cutting into the lining. But what I found is that there's a seam in here, and it's actually a zipper, but it doesn't have the little tab. So I opened that up, and sure enough, there's the mechanism, without the little tab for pulling. But you can just grab that and carefully, so you don't mess up the zipper, and you can unzip the lining so you can get at the wheels. Here's the screws to that wheel. There was tape, this foam tape over the screws, which I had to peel. But then once you peel that off, you can get to the screws. These are Phillips screws. So I'll go ahead and remove those. And then here is the new wheels. I bought 2 of these for $13. They come in a set. So I've got a spare. So this is actually costing me just about $6 to repair instead of buying a whole new suitcase, especially since this suitcase is still perfectly good. The way they make these wheels is that they'll delaminate and they'll still roll, which is helpful, at the airports and that. You can see that they fit right in. There is a right and a left, so you got to make sure you get the right one. But it fits almost perfectly. So I'll go ahead and screw this in. And they give you new screws. Although I could have used the old one, but it's got tape all over it right now. Okay. We'll try to get this around so you can see. And let's see how well they line up, or am I going to need to do some special alterations? I don't know, they seem to line up pretty closely. after trying to screw the screws in, I noticed that they weren't gripping quite right. So what I found is that it's not perfect, the alignment. You've got to kind of twist it a little bit and kind of force it in a little, because the tolerances aren't just quite perfect, but I'm still going to be able to go ahead and screw them in now. So that's what it was. Things had to be moved around a little bit. The trick here is don't tighten your first screws up very much. This allows you to kind of move the wheel assembly around enough so that you can get the holes to line up. If you screw down a couple really tight, they may be off. So I'll go ahead and finish up this last one, and I can see that where the hole is on the wheel assembly. Okay, that was it. The screws are going into all the holes. So again, don't tighten everything down right away. Give yourself a little bit of wiggle so that you can get the holes lined up, because it doesn't fit like perfectly. It was off just a teeny bit, but once I loosened up the screws, I was able to get it close enough for the screws to line up enough to get this wheel in. And there we go. Make them nice and tight. And then we'll go ahead and just pull this little zipper mechanism and zip this back up. And there we go. Brand new wheel. And for a $13 investment, for a $13 investment, instead of buying a whole new suitcase for $60 to $200, we're ready to hit the friendly skies again. Hopefully this helps you out.